Did you know his name was Mark? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's always wonderful to see people that we have looked up to, people that we have loved to watch in entertainment, people who have basically made our childhood come out in their, I guess, relevantly older age and speak about their faith. Speak about how they made it through certain things, speak about the difficulties and the challenges that they had, and also speak about how they found Jesus or they found God. I didn't know about this actually, so it came as a very pleasant surprise to find out this person that has scared me over and over again in my teenage years while I was watching wrestling is this completely different person. And also not just that, for them to speak about events that we remember, but from their perspective. Let's get it.
So you meet this beautiful woman, you have a gorgeous family. Tell us a little bit about your spiritual pilgrimage, because you are an active part of Pastor Mac Richard's church in Lake Hills. Where's Pastor Mac? Mac, where are you, Pastor? Pastor, are you here?
There's his better half is over here.
It's better. Oh yeah.
Better
She's my first cousin, Julie Stan. She is
Let's
this
hear
girl
it right there.
Oh, you are the wife of the pastor.
In the house.
Yeah, in the house.
I've always, I've always knew and believed in God. I just didn't lead my life that way.
Yes.
I've never put a lot into being a celebrity. That just kind of flies right over my head, because that's just not really who I am.
Yes.
But as you can imagine, you get exposed to a lot of different things, because of what you do. And, I lived a pretty excessive lifestyle. So she says, would you please just come to church with me one time? I'm like, babe, look, I'm going to walk in there and the rafters are going to start shaking. And, I believe in God. I'm good. Just, I don't want to, it's not going to work. But she was very persistent, and she wanted me to be the man that I could be. And that has nothing to do with being the Undertaker.
That's right.
And so I went, and it was just the perfect circumstance at the perfect time. She pushed me, and I went reluctantly. But once I got there, and I grew up Catholic, and so I'm thinking.
See, these people always have a background of religion.
I mean, after 17 surgeries, you can figure my body doesn't really feel good all the time. So I'm like, so there were no pews, there were no, I didn't know there was no kneeling and everything. And I just had this, once again, it was kind of like the Eggman deal. Like I was getting myself worked up, right? Yeah. Because I was thinking, okay, all right, pastor's going to see me, and he is just going to throw fire and brimstone right at me. Sinner, and it wasn't nothing like that. Mac and Julie and his family, they were really awesome. And it was more like of a conversation, And I found myself from being, kind of tense and pensive to kind of leaning in and like, wow, this is pretty cool. Wow. And that started my journey.
His journey, yeah. Can you imagine how encounter with Christians, just that little encounter with true Christians starts him on the journey to look deeper.
She is a very strong woman, and she had to be. And she put me in the right place for me to get my life back on track again to what really matters. And I'm, obviously I'm forever indebted just for that. And not even counting how, she's an awesome mom, and,
Oh, that's lovely.
She actually just did her mobile loaves and fish training. So she's awesome. She brings the best out of me.
And you were telling me too when we've talked.
Beautiful.
It's so interesting, and just to hear what an amazing testimony of someone bringing you to church. Of course, someone you love so much, and then I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I believe you were telling me like how you knew about God.
Yeah, that's everybody knows about.
That triggered.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just look at
I
Christians
wouldn't have
like
been
you
able to give
weirdos,
you. I wouldn't
but
be
they
able
know
to recite
about
any kind
them.
of scripture whatsoever that first day. Yes, I knew there was. Like I said, I was raised Catholic
Yeah.
in a God-fearing home, but I just, all my
Can
brothers,
you
all my
imagine,
brothers
guys?
had to go to
The
Catholic school,
Undertaker
and
was
taught by
raised
the
in a
nuns,
Christian home.
their hands pop with the
Think
ropers and
about
all that.
that.
I still hear it
That's serious.
when I go home all the time about how rough they had it. But it was, yeah, it was the start of me and my journey,
Yes.
and realizing that there was a whole nother part to life that I was missing out on.
Mm.
And I'm not perfect.
Nor am I.
No one's perfect.
No one
I get
here
that.
is perfect, Mark.
No, I get that.
Oh, his name is Mark.
I'm still, I'm still in my process.
Yes.
I'm getting there, but I spend, I spend a lot more time these days reading my Bible and
Wow.
no.
Excellent.
A wise, I guess, grandma said, look to your elders. Young people, you want to learn without the tax of experience? Look to your elders. Check them out and look at what they've done. Look at their mistakes. Look at their conclusion and draw your lessons from them. It's so interesting watching someone like The Undertaker, people like Shawn Michaels, who went through this lavish lifestyle. The Undertaker was deemed as basically the devil, right? The persona that he played. I'm sure at the time there were Christians who basically told their kids not to watch it because to them it's evil because of him, because of The Undertaker. Come full circle and look at him now. It blows my mind to see the person who played The Undertaker and then look, just his look, his demeanor, the way he's talking, everything about him compared to the character that he was playing, who made a massive impression on us as kids. It's amazing. I just think it's something for us to think about, especially Christians. Don't give up on people. We always watch people and we give them the truth. We give them what we know to be the Bible, but we also want to control how they change. And sometimes some Christians, especially I find with the older community, when the young person doesn't change, they get upset, they get angry, and they judge that person. But you don't know when that person's going to change. As long as we continue to breathe, and as long as Jesus tarries, in other words, Jesus is not here yet, the trumpet has not blown, if it takes 5 years, that person may still come around, and those seeds that you planted, those times that you spent talking to them. Like I was talking about the Equalizer the other day. Equalizer 2, the relationship of Denzel and the young man who was switching his gaze between the gang war and education. You have no idea what your life will do, but don't try and control how it works. Just do your part, speak when they ask for help when they need help, and then leave the rest. If they do opposite of what you expect, leave it to God. Leave them to do their thing, because at the end of the day, it is also their journey. Always tell them the truth, always present the gospel, but don't try and control how they respond to it. And it's amazing because, as you can see, he was living that life. Somebody was trying to get him into church. They got him into church, and I'm sure even though he got into church and saw this wonderful people who didn't judge him, I'm sure he didn't change immediately, right? So he could probably have been that Christian who was going to church with his wife, trying to find out more about this church thing, but at the same time he's still doing the Undertaker stuff, and he's still going to those parties, still taking drugs, still doing whatever. But eventually, over time, there comes a time where somebody who has reached a certain point decides enough. Christians, you don't decide when that happens. You don't decide when that person accumulates all that knowledge, all that help you gave them, all that insight that you gave them, all that love that you gave them, and accumulates it all into one and go, this is what I'm concluding. I always find Christians get to a point where they write people off too early, because you could speak to somebody today and they don't change until 5 years time, 10 years time. You have no idea. The Bible says Paul plants, Apollos waters, God gives the increase, which means all you do is plant and water. Just plant and water. God controls the rest. Guys, let me know what you think of the video. Did you know about Undertaker? Did you know his name was Mark? I had no idea. I don't know half of these people's real name. I didn't even know their names were performing. I heard recently that Dean Ambrose is not Dean Ambrose in real life. I thought that was just a normal name. I didn't know they were performers' names. So that was interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below regarding the Undertaker and the testimony he just gave. What are your thoughts? Are you a Christian? Are you not? Did you come from a Christian background? Do you believe God exists, or do you believe God doesn't exist? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, sub, and I'll see you on my next reaction.